Are you sick of hovering over every single system in your empire to find the best arc furnace site? Or are you sick of looking at every single star to find where to put your Dyson swarm? Well, in this dev diary, we finally get a solution, and it's probably my favorite change ever. We've also got a revamped situation UI with a pinning feature and revamped Megastructure UI. On top of that, a little redacted tease. Let's get into the dev diary. Firstly, let's take a look at the situation log. This is all written by the UX designer Doha. Since the situation log is a core feature that has long needed some love, we wanted to redesign it to make it more user-friendly and cleaner. In this redesign, I wanted to address the pain points of navigation and lack ordering, lack grouping and hierarchy, desire for personalization, and also generally make it look better. I can't disagree with that. Making it more personal to you, how you want to organize it would be very nice. Why is your most important situation all the way at the bottom? Without further ado, I present you the new situation log. So here we can see we've got a priorities collapsible list, which looks like they've been pinned, which is the drone study available. We then have urgent matters, which seems to be the situation and pinned things that can be done. Maybe the priorities is something you can't do yet and you're waiting. I'm not sure. Then we have precursors, currently hovering over precursors the Ute, and you can see, look at that design. Is it a ship or hand? Who knows? It's definitely a hand. You can see the description of it in the right, which is really nice. The overall progress, then the event sign of the Ute activity, which you can locate and mark on map, and then research. We've also got developments, which I'm not sure what a development is. New thing? Maybe, maybe not. We've got the UI breakdown here, obviously with the header, track on map or go to, selected log, close situation description and event art, which nicely fades into it. Just looks very good, to be fair. A whole bunch of event details, so maybe more events can fit there, or there's a scroll. We have a crisis category, which is really nice since we've got a load more crises going on. The situation within that. Got priority category, which is pinned by the player, so that's what priorities are. The pinned situation. Urgent matters, which I guess is not pinned by the player, it's what the game thinks is urgent because they don't look pinned, which is special projects. I guess that's what an urgent matter is. Oh, it's probably time based. That's what urgent matter is. Precursor with the collapsible header and the precursor event. And we also can see that's the priority, so there's going to be like inbuilt priority for those, but you can pin them if you want them higher. We've taken the old layout and made it anew. Events are no longer broken down into several entries, but are now unified under one. Oh, that's so good. More information on the screen, yes please. So you won't miss out on entries and won't have to click through all of them. That's so nice. So we got some old versus new comparisons. That's so nice. Wow. So the seed entry, we'd before have like a bunch of them populating, but now the empire concerns, we have seed dispersal, which tells you the law, but then all of them are collapsible, or not collapsible, but in one list. So you can scroll down that as well and open the seeds on the different things, locate them. Yeah, that's nice. I'm incredibly close to 100,000 subscribers, and to sweeten the deal, once I hit that milestone, I will stream for 25 hours, beating the 25 times all crisis, and that's a challenge in 4.3. There may even be special guests within that stream too, so make sure to subscribe, and extra points if you put the notification bell on. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Some more examples of the new layout. You've got your ticking situation, just looks a lot better. What you can actually click on is bigger, looks good. Developments is the L cluster, so not a new thing. Anomalies, or at least it's linked to anomalies, so the situation anomalies are within one. You can see how long it will take, what the scientist is doing. You can change it easily, click research, nice. Got some more developments, alien organism procurement. So you got to send scientists to all of these. That's just so much better. You just scroll in that to see it, it's not cluttered. And then recover. Oh, the options are next to each other. That's cool. So you can actually compare and look at them in one thing. I think it would be 2 options before. I actually can't even remember. Situation log categories. Situation log now has categories. Instead of your situation log being bloated by many of his contacts at the top and a critical deficit at the bottom, now they are grouped under collapsible categories. This is so good. Even for like newer players, it's good for experienced players because the information is more condensed, but also for newer players, you can see what's more urgent the game's actually telling you, because you could just assume, oh, this thing's at the bottom, it's not important, but it actually is. You can see the cosmogenesis is ticking through, which is at the top. Yeah, it's nice. Here are the main categories as they appear: tutorials and tutorial related entries, crisis, mid and end game crisis related entries, priority, pinned entries, urgent, deficits and other time sensitive matters. Yeah, we worked it out eventually. Empire concerns, so that's empire or empire creation specific situation to tasks. Redacted, I actually have no clue what this could be. What? Let me know in the comments what you think. anything redacted is. Precursors and precursor entries, and then developments. Pinning. We did notice there was top category that was priority. As requested by some players, you can now pin the entries you care about by clicking the pin button so you can find them easily. You decide what's important enough to you. That's just so good. Very good for more experienced players. If you have a development that you want to pin, you can, and it's not going to be right at the bottom. This GIF shows you the process of doing it as simple as just clicking, and priorities goes away when it doesn't have anything pinned. It's pretty nice, and you could probably pin as many things as you want to. They've also added a new tab, the Findings tab. They've grouped entries that are important but in larger quantities bloat the situation log into one tab called Findings. Under this tab, you can view what you have found as you explore the galaxy. Oh, so is it going to keep like the first contacts? I'm not sure. It includes the categories: first contacts, dig sites, anomalies, astral rifts. Yeah, these are all, there's going to be a lot of them. I like how that's getting tabbed into its own thing. You can see here we have first contacts, archaeological sites, anomalies. Anomalies new logo? Is that a new logo? I don't know. So no longer will crisis be hidden under many first contacts. Yeah, because the first contacts were at the top. Look at that old layout. It just already looks so much better. I really like that UI change, and they're not stopping there. Some time ago, we made the change to the Megastructure building list, but now it's time to improve the Megastructure UI itself. Megastructures have different information on them with different levels of detail, which appear in different places. That is a big issue, because you don't know sometimes what the heck the megastructure is actually doing, stuff like that. So here we can see the old ones, the ring world, it just says it's upgrading and an upkeep. Science Nexus, it says upgrade, upkeep. What does it do? Who knows? Then the Arc Furnace does actually tell you a little bit more stuff. But with this rework, they've cleaned up and unified the UI. Oh, it looks much more epic. Got the upkeep in the top left, the effects then next to the art. It's tripping me up that it's mirrored. And then the description, and then upgrade or dismantle. Dismantle is no longer at the top, which is good because people didn't know you could dismantle them. We got the Century Array, which tells you the upkeep, its upgraded, and the description, as well as the mega art here showing more of the production and effects, as well as the Strategic Coordinator Center, which is really nice. Now, this is my favorite change coming. The killer structures in the Megastructures UI. I like how they call them killer structures. I don't know if, did we coin that term? I don't know. Maybe they said it once. But these Megastructure UIs will also list the 10 best systems to place them in. Dyson Swarms use resource conversion values to rank their results, so that a star with a minor artifact deposits should generally end up on top of the list. I still just use them for energy because energy is still hard to come by. Look how beautiful this is. They've even applied it to habitats. Not that I use them, but I probably should, but I'm lazy. It's just beautiful. The Arc Furnace there shows you every system that you have with the highest rank top 10. Oh, it's beautiful. It's still a bit annoying because you're going to have to then find it, but tip, if you click F, you can search for systems, so it's not too bad. So the same for the Dyson Swarm, it ranks the science higher than the energy, which could get annoying because what if I just want energy? And then the habitat shows you systems with the highest habitat potential, which is quite good because I might be tempted if I see a 20 size habitat potential. I do think they could have used the expansion planner, which I mentioned in my things I want to see in Stellaris in 2026, because then you could expand it to just a resource, just empires near you or systems that you can see, because then it could incentivize war to go for those systems. But this is still good. We don't have to manually look at all of the systems like we've had to do. It's an improvement in the right direction and does help a lot. Huge change. Now, next week, they have a short week in Sweden, so the dev diary will be on Wednesday. Those are targeting 4.3.5 for release around then, and we have a preliminary changelog, which could still change. I don't know what this means. Added a new system feature to Saddam system. Let me know in the comments if you know what that new feature is. And then there's just a bunch of bug fixes and stability. It's obvious they're preparing for 4.4, potentially DLC. That's just my theory because the anniversary is coming up and we had Biogenesis and Machine Age around that time. So stay tuned, subscribe so you get to know when that's coming with all the information right on this channel. Now go watch how to start every 4.3 game. There's some big changes, but this video is going to help you out a bunch. Goodbye.